Yo, yo.
Ah, a brand new day. Good morning.
Really? Did you just...
It's my injection of life into my own self because I'm feeling a little bit sleepy this morning.
Dude, that was a lot of energy. It took me completely by surprise. Morning, fam.
Morning, fam. Welcome to it. It's a brand new day, South Africa.
Can you believe it?
Day 2.
Day 2.
I don't know if it feels like day 2 to your day 50. I don't know.
Dude, I think at this stage it feels like the end of the year.
Yeah, it feels exactly like the end of the year. It's just that beginning of the year mission where you have to adjust back into waking up at a certain time to get ready for work and sleeping at a certain time. Because during the holidays, I went to bed around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock every single day without fail. And be up around 11 o'clock the next morning. And now we're back at work and I'm finding I have to stop that and readjust to sleeping at 9:30 or 10 p.m. to be up at 4:30, which is...
Dude, just getting back into that routine. Come inside.
Who is it?
Of course I shall come inside. Good morning, beautiful people. Yes, we are live, large and in charge. Morning, ladies, how are you guys doing? That's the ladies at the back, not you. What do you mean, what about us? I'm talking to the ladies at the background, man.
I took it. How you
Goodness, good. I heard you guys talking about day 1 feeling like day 50. Come on, lads.
A little bit.
Man, what's happening?
Did you use the same sleeping patterns when you were on holiday?
I did, exactly.
You stick to that?
Yeah, I stuck to that. So I don't really have a choice.
He's got a newborn, so...
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, not so much newborn anymore.
Yeah, he's almost 7 months old now. So he's waking up early-ish. And when he does, and it's like the cutest thing to just lie in bed and to hear him going, you're like, okay, that's the kind of alarm I could wake up to in the morning. Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I need me one of them.
Yeah, well.
Where do we buy them?
Well, they're very expensive. I could tell you about a supplier. No. Anyway, listen, guys, Golden Globes, eh?
Hey, dude.
Yesterday, that was all the rage.
Yes.
It was the talk of the town, man. It was the news headlines. It was dominated by it was just Golden Globes. Every entertainment news story was Golden Globes. It was crazy.
The precursor to the Oscars, they say.
Yeah.
Like usually what happens at the Golden Globes happens at the Oscars, right? Yeah, so...
It's quite interesting to see all the wins.
Yeah. Talk to me about it, man, because, I mean, obviously, with... Bohemian Rhapsody receiving so many nominations and Rami Malek as well being hailed as like the performer of the year with that, the showpiece he put on about Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
He did so well.
He did.
He did so well.
I've watched it twice.
You've watched the movie twice?
I've watched the movie twice. Well, the first time I found myself dipping in and out of like sleep. So like I hadn't been to the cinema so long that being on those comfortable seats was just something, and I was passing out the whole time.
But some other notable moments, or top 3 moments, if we can call them that, from our Golden Globes that we watched at least. So Sandra Oh and Emma Stone. So during the opening monologue, Sandra Oh delivered a powerful and witty speech about diversity and representation in Hollywood, ending with a subtle dig at the Hollywood casting directors when she complimented Crazy Rich Asians for being the first studio film with an Asian American lead since Ghost, In a Shell and Aloha. Take a look at this, listen to it.
It is the first studio film with an Asian American lead since Ghost in the Shell and Aloha.
Yeah, pretty old. Especially when you say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. So that was one of our top moments there. Christian Bale, on the other hand, another hilarious moment happened, of course, when Christian Bale won the award for the Best Actor in a Musical or a Comedy for his lead performance in the controversial U.S. Vice President, or as the U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney in the film Vice. And during his acceptance speech, he went on to thank Satan for inspiring his performance as the titular character. Do we have a sound clip of that? Like, do we want to show that?
I don't know.
I don't know if anyone wants to wake up to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, that is lank weird.
I don't know what to make of that, to be honest.
Do you think it's like one of those code things, like between him and the cast members, there was like a little running joke?
Maybe.
But to the rest of the world, it's just super.
It was just like bang! Oh wow, that just happened. Yeah, exactly. Orcs again.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll be talking more Golden Globe moments later on in the show. I'm sure you're excited to find out who won what, who looked like what.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing.
But listen, still some summer months left.
Yes,
down here
yes,
in the
yes,
Southern Hemisphere. So I know that January is like 3, 4, 5 months long.
January, that's what
January. It's long, but I mean, it doesn't mean that you should stop like enjoying the summer months. I mean, you can still travel and you can still do things, and we're going to be helping you out quickly with how to travel with no money.
Yes.
Because it's possible. Is it possible?
How to travel with no money? Are we talking?
Or how to travel with little money?
Are we talking
maybe little money?
Are we talking hitchhiking here?
Possibly, dude. Whatever you need to do to enjoy the last bit of summer still.
Would you hitchhike?
To go on a holiday, on a breakaway.
Let's say.
Depends who I'm with.
Depends who you're
I wouldn't hitchhike with
Yeah.
my family.
Okay, no, okay, obviously. But let's say with
But
me,
if it's us guys,
No,
like,
don't
why not?
include me because I wouldn't hitchhike with anyone. So maybe the two
Why-
of you
why
guys
not?
can go together.
Bro, like, it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's just
It's
me.
old school.
It's old school, it's creepy, it's somehow
not
slightly
creepy.
murderous. It's murderous.
It's hectic today. In
Yeah,
2019,
you know what I mean?
it's not
Bro,
the most
no.
ideal
Dude,
thing.
you have like, let's say you're driving from,
Okay,
from
that's
Bloom.
me to say that I've never actually hitchhiked.
Yeah, but like you're driving from like Bloom to Cape Town.
Yeah.
And then there's people that are standing on the side of the
It's
road
weird.
and
No, it's weird.
you know, flashing money. Like
Yeah.
you understand they need a lift to go
Yeah.
somewhere, but then I'm like,
You
I'm
also
not
have to
gonna
think
take the chance.
3 times. You go, do I do it? Do I not do it? Because you know it might not end well. But anyway, so have you got some tips for us?
Yeah, dude, budget. Budget's pretty much the kind of obvious one
Yeah,
to go for.
yeah.
But really, if you put a budget in place, you're not going to be overspending on your little trip, even if it's just like a day trip out. You know, you say
Yeah,
like, listen,
yeah.
this is it. I'm buying an ice cream and a packet of chips, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
I was about to say, you know, when it comes to budget, stay easy. Like, don't go super luxurious.
Yeah.
Eat okay, comfortably. Like, unless if your whole holiday experience is about fine dining, don't try and stay in a hotel that's going to be serving you caviar. And then all the rest of the money you can use for the experiences that you want to have in that place.
That's
so
what you have
consider
left.
what's important to you.
Yeah, and I think when you speak about budget, a lot of people with credit cards might think that their credit card is their budget. But that is a dangerous thing to fall into. That's a trap. It's a trap.
Look, but funny
Don't
enough,
fall.
that's the next point, is credit cards. And yes, but it doesn't need to be guys, I just paid back my credit card after December holidays.
Yeah.
And
Are you bleeding a little bit?
that's that.
I think everyone is feeding that credit card back payments. Yeah, exactly. It's heavy. But anyways, point is that a credit card can actually be beneficial when it comes to traveling and the money because of the rewards. I mean, there's a lot of rewards connected to your credit cards, and you need to just be aware of those, like fuel rebates and those kind of things. It's all in there. There's flight saver things in there as well. If you know exactly what it is that you're getting out of your credit card, you can cash those in, baby.
That's exactly why I actually got my first credit card, and now I've been using the system so well because I pay for everything with my credit card. I'm sitting on like enough points or whatever to get flights literally overseas.
Yeah.
That's so cool
And
when
I'm
you
just-
can get those rewards.
Just racking them up and waiting for that one day when I go, cool, this is the holiday we're doing, and boom.
Yes,
And
it
there
can be
we have it.
beneficial.
Exactly. Couch surfing is another one. You know, if you're going to go and stay with people, you know, if you have friends, you know about friends that live in different places or so, you know, rather than book accommodation expensive.
Oh, okay, if you're friends.
So these
Go
would
and
be
couch
friends.
surf. Yeah, exactly. If it's people that you know, maybe distant family or any connections that you might have, that's a good one. And to link on with that is home exchanges. So you can swap houses.
What?
So I can have a dude coming to stay at my house, and he lives in France or Chamonix, and I will go stay at his luxury villa, and he can come stay in my little apartment in Bloberg.
In what?
Chamonix.
Where is it?
France.
Oh,
Ski.
Wow.
okay.
I'm just saying, it's like me here, and then they can come stay here by the beach. It's great.
No. It's still here. I've seen your house, dog. It's here. It's actually a very house swapping. I didn't know that was
it's
like
a good
real
one.
thing.
Exactly. And then something like house sitting as well.
Okay.
Maybe you and your family could get into that as well. Make a little bit of a cash on the side as well, because I
So
mean,
you
there's
get
a small
paid to
fee.
house sit, and then it's obviously.
I had a guy house at my property twice over this holiday season because I had to go away and I had my dogs, and you can't always take your dogs with. And then, you know, they come in and they stay at your house, they feed your dogs and look after your
So
dogs.
at least you know your house is being looked after. Your
Exactly,
pets, for
and
example,
it's a bit of a break, I guess, for whoever's coming to your house. So maybe that's something you can get into
you might
as
not
well.
need to pay them.
Do you have to vet these people?
You have to what?
Vet them.
Vet them as in what?
Question them, have interviews with them to know.
Oh,
like,
you
who
see, well,
exactly
it
it's
does
gonna be
happen.
that's gonna
People,
be
some people
sitting
do
in
it
your house.
professionally. I just go with people that I know.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think it's better that way.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so not directly, or it's a referral from someone that you know, so that could be. So those are just a couple of tips on how to still enjoy or make the most out of the summer months that we have left.
Well, speaking of summer, I mean, she's definitely the summer sound you want to be hearing. Our music act this morning, Noah Milan. She is just incredible. She studied music, so you can hear in the way that she sings. It is absolutely incredible. She's going to be here on the show this morning singing.
She's got a vibe. She's got an interesting vibe around her.
When that guitar comes on and her eyes light up like zoom. And that voice comes in, you know what time it is.
Like
you know what
lights
time
do
it
that. Like those spotlights on stage, they go zoom.
Yeah.
When they put them on you. Zoom.
It's not like a fluorescent light.
Yeah, it's like
You guys are whack. Listen, talk to us about the winner, man.
Yeah, we're also making. I just want to make sure that for those that's getting back into their diets and eating wise, some great ways to look after your diet. But also interesting, fun ways. Protein pumpkin pancakes.
Yeah, Nicole told me about it this morning in the elevator. Protein pumpkin pancakes.
Protein pumpkin pancakes, yeah, exactly. And also homemade no-bake granola bars, that's also on the menu.
Excellent.
But yeah, in terms of the weather, what we should be wearing, we're all looking smart today. Smart casual for me a little bit. And yeah, I guess, what would you call your ensemble?
I'll call mine like suave casual.
Definitely going to the Golden Globes, but not trying to.
Smart casual. I think that should be a new thing now. So we got smart casual, but it's suave casual.
Suave casual. Okay, which is great because Cape Town's mild 24 today. That's your maximum today. So jeans and nice little kind of t-shirts. I've got mine rolled up, nice jean denim shirt as well. A great way to kind of just dress up a little bit, I guess, and not be bothered by the heat too much. 17 is your minimum for Cape Town. 24, like I said, maximum. There's a strong southeasterly wind at 41 kilometers per hour. Just take a note of that. Johannesburg 16-27 with thunderstorms expected. So don't forget your raincoats when you leave the house this morning. Durban 23-27. You can expect cloudy conditions in the morning with with a light northeasterly wind as well, and then rain expected towards the evening. Just keep note of that. And Port Elizabeth 19 and your maximum 26 with an evening breeze of around 22 kilometers per hour, and temperatures of course will be starting to drop towards the evening. Yeah, so there we have it. We're going to bring you a full roundup of those temperatures a little bit later on.
Good times, good times. A bit of sad news though to reflect on in this morning. One of our veteran musicians, Dan Chanda, has sadly passed away. And that news came through because he was rushed to hospital on Saturday, and where he died at 1 p.m. due to heart failure. And he's been mourned by fans all across South Africa, and of course in countries like Botswana and Zimbabwe, where he was hugely popular as well. Of course, him rising to fame with the result of his band Splash in 1986, and they were kind of the forerunners of a new genre of music in the 80s, and so he's been mourned by South African music fans all across the board, including the likes of Mama Yvonne Chaka Chaka as well. So we are thinking about his family and sending our heartfelt condolences to his family and loved ones and friends. Rest in peace, Dan Chanda.
Sure.
Yeah,
no, definitely. Always sad to have a legend and somebody that made such an impact pass away.
And musicians have a way of doing that, eh? Like, because music kind of knows no boundaries. It reaches into all of the corners of our lives in ways in which we can't necessarily always explain, because you don't understand the lyrics, but you feel the melody, and then you love it along. I guess it's for that reason that A Star Is Born was such a massive movie this year, with Lady Gaga.
Gaga's done
and what's his name again? The lead actor, man.
Yeah, Bradley. Is it
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Yes, Bradley Cooper. Sorry, Brad.
1 point for
I know
you.
you're watching, so I forgot your name for like a second. but of course, at the 76th annual Golden Globe Awards, some of the most notable winners were Lady Gaga and Mark Ronson and Anthony Rossomando and Andrew Wyatt when they won the Best Song. A Star Is Born from the movie, which was expected to dominate the Golden Globes. And I wonder if this might be saying that song, A Star Is Born, is going to win Best Song, because that Best Song category at the Oscars is
a big one.
Do you know what I mean?
Listen, it's a good song.
It is.
It's a good song.
It is.
I've heard it on the radio waves a couple of times now.
Well.
So it's definitely it's got that impact the way it starts, and then Lady
Gaga gets in with passion. She gets in with lots of passion.
And you know what I love as well about the Academy Awards that are obviously still coming up is when they have the actual artists performing all the nominated songs for the films. Like, you remember watching like Sam Smith singing the Spectre song, Adele singing.
Yes, I remember that.
Oh
yeah.
man, beautiful
Yeah.
stuff.
So we're going to see Lady Gaga do that, which is really awesome.
Yes, absolutely. Hope
Okay, so we kick off this Tuesday on a beautiful note. It's the beginning of the year, and I'm sure for a lot of us out there, we're looking for motivation. We're looking for that push to get into the new year, just in case you're feeling a bit
Have we got
slow.
a quote from?
We've got a quote.
What is it called? Intelligence karma? Intelligence.
What was it?
Spiritual intelligence.
That's it. That's it. So Helen Keller, she's got something to say about resolutions, and the quote this morning is, "Resolve to keep happy, and your joy and you shall form an invincible host against difficulties."
Wait, hang on.
I'm gonna do it again.
So, because we were doing resolutions yesterday.
So yeah, so resolve to keep happy, and your joy and you shall form an invincible host against difficulties, which means that, you know, as you go into the new year, keep in mind that life may throw some challenges and curveballs here and there. Hopefully this quote will help you face those challenges head on and come out of the year.
So basically what it also says that your joy and you should be one in the same.
Yes.
Yeah, be BFFs, be in the same WhatsApp
It's
group kind of thing.
profound, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But just the two of you in your WhatsApp group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know, like there's different WhatsApp groups. Just
Yes.
that one, you make one
Yeah.
for you and your joy. How do you do that? Do you guys find a way of doing that? Because I find a way, like
try.
when I wake up in the morning, like even spending some like 2-3 minutes in the dark.
Yeah.
And just quickly like thinking about how I want my day to be, and I'm like, quick, when
Yeah.
I arrive here, I want to get here and I want to be friendly and
Yeah.
happy and you know.
No, I get it. I can't do that. I can't sit around in the dark.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I've got a kid. That's there. I've got my kids
Yeah.
waking up. I have to get out of the bed quickly. I can't wake up the wife either. And if I step out and sit out too long, the dog's starting to play. So it's manic in my house. I do it on my bike.
On your bike, you're on the ride.
I call it TM helmet healing. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's my
That's
new
nice.
business venture, by the way, as well. Keep a lookout for that. Yes,
It's a what?
it's my new business venture. It's
Are
gonna
you
come out.
serious? That's amazing.
Thinking about it.
What venture?
Helmet healing.
Helmet healing. Haven't you heard
Yes.
about that?
TM. TM.
You need some.
TM.
You
Trademarked. Yes.
You need some beard
How
healing.
about the venture to go live right now?
Always with the spices. Oh my goodness.
Day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Right, let's kick it off right now. Welcome to it, your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. Lucky to be hanging out with you officially. Let's start off your news headlines, taking a look at your national news. Some national student financial aid scheme applicants whose applications were initially declined and are currently under review are concerned that processing delays could cost them their education. And South Africa has emerged as the 59th best country in Forbes magazine's Best Country for Business ranking for 2019 and the best in Africa. The UK ranked first for their second straight year on the strength of its workforce innovation and lack of red tape. Making international news headlines this morning, the Department of International Relations says it has taken note of developments in Gabon. Earlier, junior army officers in an unsuccessful coup attempt had taken control of the state radio station and declared that President Ali Bongo was too ill to continue leading the country. And vast numbers of blue bottles have been washed ashore in Queensland, Australia, stinging thousands of people and forcing the closure of the heavily populated Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast beaches. More than 2,600 people received treatment. And finally, Nali Bali, the nationwide Reading for Enjoyment campaign, is giving away 20 mini libraries fully stocked with storybooks in various languages spoken in South Africa to children for the 2019 school year. Every library is bilingual in a bid to support multilingualism and to help children build a strong foundation in their mother tongue as well as in English. Research shows that children who read for pleasure do better in all school subjects, including maths. Nali Bali's main aim is to spark children's potential through reading and storytelling. And with that story, we leave you. News headlines will expand on those stories once again at the top of the hour.
And a very good morning to all our sports fans. Here's a quick look at the news-making headlines this morning. It's 2nd versus 15th in the ABSA Premiership tonight as Chippa United travel to the Orlando Stadium to take on Pirates, and kickoff is at 7:30. Moving further afield, 7-time FA Cup winners Liverpool were knocked out of the tournament last night as they suffered a 2-1 loss to Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Molineux Stadium. And finally, round 7 of the 4-day franchise series wrapped up across the country yesterday as the Highveld Lions beat the Dolphins by 9 wickets, while the Warriors pulled off a 216-run win over the Titans. And that's a wrap-up of the major sporting headlines.
All right, let's quickly take a look at your weather and your temperatures for the very first time on your Tuesday morning. We've also asked you to send in some of your pictures. Thank you very much for doing so. Remember, we'd love to see what it looks like in your parts of the world. Take those pictures and post them on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. Now, Lillian Hunter did exactly that. Good morning, Lillian. Sent us a beautiful sunrise picture from Durbanville here in Cape Town. You can expect sunny conditions with a southeasterly wind traveling around 30 kilometers per hour and reaching a maximum of 24 degrees. Lillian, thank you very much for your picture, and I wish you a beautiful day ahead. Taking a look at your temperatures going into your Tuesday morning. Polokwane starting off on 19, reaching a high of 30 degrees Celsius. Mbombela 19:30 as well. Pretoria 16:28. Johannesburg 15 minimum, reaching a high of 27. Some thunder showers expected. Mahikeng 19:33. Klerksdorp 17:30. Kimberley 22 and a scorching 37 degrees late on today. Bloemfontein 16:31. Richards Bay 22:30. Pietermaritzburg 17:27 with rain expected. Durban 23:27. Mthatha 17:28. East London on 20 minimum, reaching a high of 27. Cradock 16:34. Port Elizabeth 19:26. George 16:21 with also some rainy conditions expected. Sutherland 11:28. Cape Town 18:24. Worcester 15:30. Springbok 11:26 and Uppington starting off on 16 and your maximum 39 degrees Celsius. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures. For now, we'll bring you another update at the top of the hour.
So we told you last year about Clover Crush and their mission to give away 20,000 school shoes to primary schools across the country, and you have helped them do it. After the break, you will see Kotlelelo Primary School receive their new school shoes for the brand new year, and then also 100 marathons in 100 days. Stick around.
Only you can make my day. Yeah, baby, baby, yeah, yeah, honey. I got you by my side. Ooh, yeah. I got you by my side. I got my old school jacket. I've got tattoos on my arms. I got love for you, dear. I don't care if it's wrong, honey. I don't care. Leave your mark on me anywhere. So I say, baby, I feel stupid to call you, but I'm lonely. And I don't think you meant it when you said you could love me. And I thought maybe if I It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Thank you so much for waking up with us this morning. It is a brand new month and a brand new year, the month of January, and we're talking dry January right now. And we've put up a poll on social media asking you if you would give away alcohol for the month of Jan. And obviously 2 options on our poll. No, thank you, not giving up the alcohol. And yes, sure, I can do that. And it seems all the drinkers of alcohol, all the consumers of alcohol have decided to stay out of this one because I'm not seeing any answers from them. But we've got Kaugelo Monate saying, morning guys, I don't drink, but I'd bet on Papa. Nathan Paul says, morning guys, well I would because I don't drink alcohol. It's a bad thing. And then Done Henry says, yes, I don't drink alcohol anyways, so giving up alcohol for Jan would be a breeze. What do you think? Could you give up alcohol for the month of Jan? Let us know on our poll. Yes, you would, or no, you wouldn't. Hashtag Expresso Show.
It's quite an interesting concept.
It is, eh?
Yeah. Go dry.
Dry January.
Drink the healthy stuff. How about that?
Drink the healthy stuff, indeed. Listen, onto a topic I think that is quite controversial if you think about it, because the sad reality is that there's just too many children out there that the words new school shoes is a concept they just don't understand.
Yeah.
And, you know, most children out there, and this is a sad reality in South Africa, you know, they wear hand-me-downs from maybe older siblings and shoes that's falling apart, hold together by thread and glue. It's a dire situation, really is.
Yeah, but thank goodness there is such a thing as the Clever Crush Share the Goodness campaign, and when they decided that they would be giving 20,000 school children a brand new set or pair of Smart Step school shoes, you can just imagine the ground swell up with the excitement and the happiness it created, and we want to share a little bit of that with you. Take it in.
Crush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life.
Made with love by Clover.
Here at Khotlelang Primary in Soshanguve, the senior staff are fully aware of what a new set of footwear means in a family budget.
You will notice that given the background of the school context, I think the community is a little bit disadvantaged. We're hoping that they'll be saving something with the Crush presence here.
When we received the news that we'll receive shoes next year, I was very excited. I realized that the learning of our children will be enhanced by this donation, and even the staff was also excited. The learners were very excited, so excited that they actually wanted them now. But I had to convince them and make them understand that the shoes will be available the following year, and they should have patience for that.
Most children come from bad backgrounds where the parents can't even afford to buy simple school shoes. So what Crush is doing is actually improving a child's future and making it bright.
It is a simple but profound way of offering children a sense of possibility in their future.
School shoes are important because some children can't come to school because they don't have shoes.
By Crush donating school shoes for us, I feel good, and on behalf of my school we feel blessed because we have been nominated. It's gonna be something good because some of the learners come from poor families.
A donation of school shoes can change the life of a child and his mindset in the following way, in that the child will start being confident, will see the shoes as something that can help her to move from one point to another with confidence, and will also love doing her work in the classroom.
I share goodness by being a young choreographer, teaching young children dancing, and I also help my parents with chores at home.
How I share goodness at home is that I help my mom with chores and some other things.
I share goodness at home by helping my mom to wash dishes, and at school I play with my friends.
Crush Goodness campaign is important in the sense that you can see how poor our schools are. Then your campaign means a lot to us as a school, that it will make things simple for our learners in the classrooms, the community as a whole, and whoever is a stakeholder in the school.
The Crush Share Goodness campaign is so important even in our community, in that it avails what a poor child would not have. The learners are wearing anything that they can have when they come to school, but with the shoes, I think they are now covered and they can be able to come to school with confidence.
As a good kickstart to 2019, join hashtag Crush Goodness and grow this goodness culture across our land.
You know, I've got to say, I'm so proud that we have been associated with this campaign and we've been able to broadcast this good news to the whole country. Because imagine a South Africa where every single school child received a brand new pair of school shoes at the beginning of every school year.
Yeah, man, it'll be fantastic. And if you think about the first day of school, and we were just talking about this, my boy, he's going to grade 1 tomorrow. Yeah. You know, if you have that pair of brand new school shoes, I mean, it'll just make you experience so much better as a young child that's dealing with that uncertainness of going to school and having to step away from mom and dad. I think it's brilliant. And the only thing I can wish for all of our children in South Africa is just a world of endless possibilities, man.
Yeah, 20,000 today, who knows? Everyone tomorrow. We just share the goodness.
Let's share the goodness.
Crush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life.
Made with love by Clover.
Ah, now that is a feel-good story. Listen, your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, is going to take a quick break right now because we need to take a breather. After the break, Noah Milan, you get to meet her and get to know her a little bit better. And then we all know about the water crisis around the globe. Here is someone who is deciding to take this head on. Her name is Mila Guni, and she is coming to tell us about this 100 days, 100 marathons that she's going to be doing. It's going to be mind-blowing. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're live, large, and in charge on this Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for joining us. And it's a pleasure right now to be sitting next to our guest artist, whom we are going to get to know right now. Noah Milan is in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, neighbors. Noah Milan is here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
It's good to have you.
You've got such a great energy about you.
Thank you so much.
I love it. I love it. You say the craziest, awesomest things.
I do?
Princess. Thank you very much. Yeah. Like when I was asking you to come and sit next to me here, you were like, can I sit next to you? Mag ek langs jou kom sit?
Mag ek nevens jou sit? Mag ek nevens jou sit?
And I love that energy about you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And so with that, I can't wait to hear the music that I'm excited to find out about, because you studied your craft at the Waterfront College, right?
Yeah, how do you...
Because I do what's called research.
Yes.
But tell me about where music became a thing for you, it became a love for you, and how you developed your craft.
Are you ready for the most cliche... How cliche are we going?
I want you to give me the unique version, because you're a very unique person, so no cliches.
No cliché?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Magtig man. Ek raak sommer kwaad hier in Afrikaans. No, cliché way. I was very blessed and very, very privileged with parents who... My pa is 'n dominee.
Okay.
Yeah, you can...
Yeah, my ma's ook 'n dominee.
As your ma...
Ek is 'n pastoorskind.
Okay, pastoorskind.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know. Yeah, so my dad is a pastor. My mother played the organ.
In the church?
In the church.
That your dad was a dominee
That my dad was a dominee.
So it was a whole dominee kerk.
It's a very dominee...
Family.
Yeah, let's cut that conversation.
I'm just waiting when you started
Let's cut that conversation right there. No, but you know, on a serious note, I was exceptionally privileged to have parents that brought my sister and myself up with the knowledge of musicals. Like My Fair Lady and The Sound of Music and all those kinds of things. So on Friday evenings, we watched Noot vir Noot.
As we all did, and probably still do.
Did you watch Noot vir Noot?
Of course I did.
Hey?
Natuurlijk.
Natuurlijk.
Met Johan Stemmet.
Met Johan Stemmet. Kijk vir jou. Okay.
In die musiekfabriek.
In die musiekfabriek, yes. So we watched Noot vir Noot, and then on Saturday mornings it was kind of a, and I don't say this to sound theatrical or dramatic, but it really was a very traditional thing to watch. Sound of Music and Pal Joey and My Fair Lady.
So every Saturday would be musical Saturday, musicals Saturday.
Yes. You know when that film about Jack Black, where he does School of Rock?
Okay, yes.
And one of the subjects is rock appreciation. I kind of feel...
You gotta do that.
Hey, no, but he does that. He does that, doesn't he? Yes, no, he does that. And I kind of feel like my parents had that thing of musical theatre appreciation. I don't know. I don't know if they did that. I would assume that they did.
I love your story, and there's absolutely nothing cliche about it. I could listen to you speak all day long.
Well, thank you.
Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of time.
We don't have that kind of time.
But you are incredibly talented, because not only are you a musician, you're an actress as well. Nominated. We'll talk about that later on. And we're looking forward to the music. Really,
thank
really,
you so
we are.
much.
We can follow you on social media at Noah Milan, and that's Noa.
Yes,
Milan
there's no
Music.
H. There's no H.
Not Noah, not the art guy. Noah Milan Music. And listen, make sure that you do not miss out on this young lady doing her thing on your Feel Good Breakfast show. One more time, Zanzi Africa. Noah Milan is in the studio. Neighbors, she's here. Oh my goodness.
Looking forward to that performance. She has got such a cool vibe. Stick around for that performance a little bit later on. But right now, here in the Mother City, we are no strangers to the ongoing global water crisis. Now, just a few months ago, Cape Town was on the brink of becoming the first major city in the world to run out of water. Now, even though we've been lucky enough to have some decent rainfall recently, that doesn't mean our commitment to saving water should end. Now, our next guest has taken on the challenge of getting people involved in the water crisis conversation. Now, ultra-distance runner and avid water advocate Mina Guli has set out to run 100 marathons in 100 days to raise awareness for the global crisis. She joins us right now here in the studio. Mina, thank you very much for joining us. What a feat, 100 marathons in 100 days. That is incredible. Thank you very much for joining us. How did this come about, and exactly how does it work? Take us through the logistics.
So I decided that I wanted to do something to raise awareness about the water crisis. I've been very worried that even though in places like Cape Town, in my hometown in Melbourne, we understand what it means to have to live without water, in the vast majority, especially of big cities around the world, people turn on the tap and they expect that water comes out.
Exactly, what we know.
Yeah, but we have no idea that actually water goes into everything we use, we buy and we consume every day. So even just right now, the water that went into making the shoes that you're wearing, the pants, the great shirt, the whole outfit, the coffee that you drank this morning, all of that took more water to make than all the water you have drunk in your entire lifetime.
Wow.
So even if even if you're in a place like New York City and you turn on the tap and water comes out, but you want to buy a wine that came from Cape Town, or you want to buy a wine, awesome wines that came from South Africa, just saying, you have to understand that you are connected to what is going on in those other places. Yeah. And I had no idea that water is such a scarce resource. And I found out that by 2030, less than 11 years from now, experts are predicting that there will be a 40% greater demand for water than the supply of water available. So those wines that you want to drink, the clothes that you want to wear, the power that you want to use for your computers and your life, all of that is at huge risk. So I wanted to do something about it, and I'm not a runner. I'm not mad about running, but I decided I was going to use my feet and my body to go out there and show what a water crisis looks like.
Yeah, well, you are definitely making a splash with what you are doing, so to speak.
No pun intended.
No pun intended whatsoever. Now, you started on the 4th of November, already managed to complete 62 marathons. I mean, you mentioned that you're not a runner, but I mean, how do you go about preparing your body for something like this, for something as extreme as this? Because, as you say, you're not a runner. Your body obviously needed to adapt it.
Yeah. So I trained really hard.
I can imagine.
So I had to do, I'm old too, like I'm 48 years old, so I'm no little spring
Youngster,
chicken.
Man.
Some days I feel about 120.
I'm sure after completing one of those, yeah.
Most of the days my team thinks I'm about 4 years old, so, you know, swings and roundabouts, right? So I had to do a lot of gym work, a lot of running, obviously, a lot of swimming, a lot of biking.
Yeah.
But the thing that actually takes the most time in the preparation for this is not learning to run. It's putting together all the logistics, because every place we go, we pick because of its link to the water crisis. And that's why I'm here in Cape Town, to show what it means to confront day zero. We went to Beaufort West, which is a town that's literally run out of water, delivered containers of water in these big 5-litre units to families who literally have no water coming out of their taps. And it was an extremely confronting experience, and one I want to share with the world.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you're doing it, because you're getting that conversation started. But I need to ask you this as well. So, unfortunately, you picked up quite a serious injury. You mentioned you broke your leg at one of these. That happened in one of the marathons. Yeah, so over a period of the last couple of weeks, I've been suffering from a lot of pain. And my team said to me a number of times, Mina, you're hobbling, you're leaning. By the end of last week, I could barely walk. Even I'd taken out my walking sticks. I never use my walking sticks. They're like for emergencies only. And I'd taken out my walking sticks. My arms were aching from holding onto these sticks. So I was literally holding onto them for life. And I realised on Friday, when I was looking at a really slow, gradual hill down, and I got stuck halfway down the hill because I couldn't put weight on my leg. And I thought, I've got a problem. So I went to Christian Barnard on Saturday morning, and they did a scan. And they found out that I have a stress fracture in my right femur. And not just one doctor, but multiple doctors came in to visit me. My mentor, Lewis Pugh, came down to the hospital and sat with me, and he said to me, you've got to listen to the doctor. I'm there, of course, being stubborn, like, the water crisis needs me. Water needs me. I've got to keep going. And Lewis sat me down, and he said to me, Mina, you need to listen to me. Always you need to listen to Lewis, but okay. And I said, okay, boss. And he said to me, you need to make a decision right now. Are you going to campaign for water for the next 38 years? Or are you going to campaign for water and break yourself in the next 38 days? Exactly, and what are you going to do? But I mean, this is what you've done, and you're calling on the public right now, just very quickly, to get involved, to help you log kilometres, to finish this challenge. How can they get involved? So what was amazing in that, like, that was one of the darkest moments of my life. And what happened is that people organically started to offer online on social media to do miles for me. And this thing has blossomed. And over the last couple of days, we've logged multiple marathon equivalents from people all over the world, from Asia, India, Hong Kong, Australia, Europe, Africa, United States. And so now this has grown into a global movement. And I think it's solving this water crisis is not just about me, it's about everybody. So the thing I'm asking everybody to do is to